there I stood in my scrubs, heart racing, nervous, and what happens to me when I'm super afraid is nausea. I immediately ran out of the office to go to the bathroom to start throwing up, to then go back in the room and find out why my manager and supervisor needed to have a conversation with me on the second day of me being at a job. I stood there nervously, trying to figure out why I would be called. And my manager, she said, "Mel, this is a very professional practice. This is a very professional company. And unfortunately, we have some bad news." I said, "What is the bad news?" They said, "Apparently, we have gotten commentary on our page from young ladies bashing you in the comment section of our practice page." I was about 17 years old when this happened. That's when I truly realized that women can do damage. It may not always be physical damage. It's usually not. It's usually a reputation damage or a character assassination. Which is why my grandmother always taught me to choose your friends wisely. And my grandmother taught me you cannot be friends with everyone. My grandmother didn't really have friends. Jealousy is a real thing. It really is. And secret animosity is a real thing. And people will put on a mask and a costume and present themselves as a possible friend or a friend, but they don't like you. They don't love you. They are sent to your life as a liability. And whatever structure that you're trying to build, they are trying to see where they can pull the foundation of that structure so it comes crashing down. At this age, I'm very picky with people. I've cried enough tears at the hands of people and their ways. I pride myself on the fact that I'm hard to get close to. I pride myself on the fact that I'm not hard to be friends with, but I'm hard to be friends with. I'm not hard to be friends with, but I'm hard to be friends with. Did you catch that? Meaning to even become my friend is a rare occasion. But when you are my friend, you have an ally in your corner now. A soul tribe member. Because for those that have the opportunity to be a part of my world, for the people that I have close to me, I truly honor them. And I feel like I have to pour into them the same way that they pour into me. Show my love for them. Show my love for you. Like that Drake song. Every time I hear that song by Drake, Can I Show My Love for You? I think about all of the most important people in my life. So that I'm hoping that I'm showing them that love through my action. I'm hoping that I'm showing them love and I'm giving them love. I take people who are close to me very seriously. My grandmother didn't really have friends because she didn't believe in friends. She didn't believe in the ideal of friendship. I know that sounds a little extreme and hard to digest. My grandmother was a cold woman, not in a bad way, but she was cold because she knew that that was the only way that she would survive. She didn't believe in friendship. She taught me that because I did believe in friendship, she said, Mel, with the qualities that you have, people who have your qualities sometimes lose everything at the hands of an envious friend. I remember when I was in college, in high school, and I would go out with friends and stuff, my grandma never liked it. I remember me getting dressed up and putting my jeans on and curling my hair, and I remember always hearing my grandma in the background, be careful, watch your back, watch your front. And then here I am standing in a room, possibly about to get fired, because I chose to befriend someone that was connected to the women that went online to do this to me. And because I was defending her in a very balanced way, meaning I was just telling her, hey, just move on, because she was confiding in me about them. And I said, well, just move on. We're going to college. Just move on from that. Leave them behind. She went back and told them whatever she told them. And now my job's on the line because they found where I worked and they were commenting those things. The way that I live my life now is an extreme caution. I don't mind being called a mean girl. That doesn't bother me because I have to pick you to be my friend. I have to feel like you won't be a liability to me. I know I'm an asset to anyone who's around me. So I know that I can give what I require. That's a given. Because it takes just one individual to assassinate your character, morph people's perception on you, and cause havoc. Now, thank God for God's mercy and God's fairness that I didn't lose that job. I remember my boss pulling me to the side. Well, the owner of the practice, and he told me, he said, I could have fired you for that. But I see past that because I actually feel like you're a beautiful girl, you're a smart girl, and unfortunately, you just connected yourself to the wrong people. So take this as a lesson to not connect yourself with the wrong people. And of course, I made mistakes here and there after that in regards to friendship. But I think once I hit like 23 years old, that's when I really got it squeaky clean as far as who I allow in my world as far as friendship goes. I got it squeaky clean because it's simply too much of a risk to let the wrong person in. This applies to men too, who are building bonds with other men. It's truly scary. And I remember I went home and I cried to my grandmother about that, and she told me, I tried to teach you, but now life is teaching you. Mel, you must pick your friends. You must pick them carefully. You must pick them wisely. You pick them intuitively. You use discernment. So I will tell you guys what my grandmother taught me. You can't be friends with everyone. And you not wanting to be doesn't make you a bad person. You see, in high school, when those shows like Gossip Girl and Mean Girls came out, I always tell people, when you're watching shows and movies like that, try to find the deeper meaning behind it. They were onto something. The "you can't sit with us," they were onto something. Now take "you can't sit with us," but transmute it into caution. Especially as women in society, we're taught to put our guard down. We're programmed to put our guard down. That's why even on these reality shows, if a man doesn't want to be friends with a particular man, it's like brushed over, like no one even notices it. But if a woman comes on a show and says, I don't see me and her being friends, it's seen as negative. It's seen as mean girl-ish, but it's not. You have a right to make your assessments and gatherings on someone and decide yay or nay. It's up to you. Your reputation is everything. Who's connected to you? It's everything. That's why I live in the popular loner reality. Very known, but very unknown at the same time. Think about the girl that everyone knew in high school, but no one knew her on a personal level. She probably had one friend, and that friend was just like her. So you didn't know their dynamic either because they were that cautious. I wasn't cautious when I was younger. I had a deep innate desire to connect with other women because I grew up very sheltered. So I wanted to make a lot of friends. I mean, I joined a sorority so that I could connect with other women and make friends. I was just so focused on that. But when I got to know how women operated in life and how they operated in friendship and the secret animosity and all that weird stuff, and I got a front row seat to look at it, I went from the girl who wanted friends so badly to the girl that just didn't want them because I simply don't want to deal with drama. My life is drama-free, 1,000%. There's zero drama in my life. Maybe a little bit of stress because I got a lot of things to do. I have a lot of things to accomplish. I have a lot of stuff on my book. So stress, yes. Drama, no. I don't have that because I curate my life in a specific way where there's no room for drama or gossip or dysfunction because of how picky I am with people I let in my world and 2 women I let in my world. The drama fest and the drama queen and the imaginary beef and the one-sided competition and the what do you call that? The imaginary beef. I don't have any of that in my environment. It's not, it's obsolete. And because I know the nature of how my gender operates, it has to be a really ascended, confident, intelligent, bold woman for me to be able to even consider possibly the exploration of a bond. Not even a bond, the exploration of one. Because the wrong connection can make or break you. It's no longer about fun and games or just a friend to go out with, to have mimosas with. It's not fun and games anymore. It's not a game anymore. When your reputation is on the line, when your business is on the line, it's no longer a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a game. Your life is not a game. Your life is it's serious. And you have to take your life seriously. And when you take life seriously, you realize, I can't be friends with everyone. I have to decline certain advances when it comes to friendship, the same way I have to decline certain advances when it comes to romantic relations. You have to think that way. Assess their character before you let them in little by little. Because it takes one bad connection to cause damage that it'll take you years to clean up. Okay?